Well, our special needs athletes, they run the spectrum, so they're somewhere on the autism spectrum, or they have Downs or things like that. And that's the challenges that all those kids face, in addition to the challenges that any teenage kid faces. We swim, and then we'll play a little splash ball here at the end, where we've been teaching them to egg beater, with varying degrees of success, and then we'll get over in the shallow pool and play a little splash ball. I think it's just really important to have good water safety skills, and I think it's sports matter, and it's important to be in the pool and horsing around with kids your own age and practicing and all that stuff that we have sports and teams for, that feeling of belonging, that feeling of teammanship, and otherwise these kids really don't get an opportunity to experience that.
Being here, I've been a part of the Agoura water polo program, and that kind of migrated into our Stingray foundation that we are starting here with our Special Olympics program. Kind of my job is to create swim lesson plans for everybody and keep it more individualized. So every lane will have their own workout based on what child is in there, and I kind of work with all the volunteers and teach them how to help the kids with the different strokes and just kind of facilitate them in helping them out throughout the day.
Go, Max, go, Max, go, Max. Keep going, go, go. Go hard, Max, arm. There you go.
I've seen some of the kids that, when they first started, could barely swim, and now, they moved from the small pool to the bigger pool, and first week or so struggling, but now you can see most of them can go right across with very little help and come right back. And they're doing like 30 laps, so they're getting a workout too, which is great.
The one-on-one is, I think that's the uniqueness of the program, is to have the one-on-one trainer, coach at your level to bring you along in a sport like this, because it is an individualized sport. I don't know of any other program that gives that kind of individualized attention to the athlete.
With a special needs child, you realize that there's a lot of things that you need and you don't get normally. So having an opportunity to get something like this, it's awesome.
I think my favorite part is getting in the water and being with them while they're swimming and talking to them and having conversations with them while we're swimming, and not just focusing on just going back and forth and going through the motions, but actually kind of communicating with each other and becoming friends.
Special need parents, one thing we don't have is time. And so to find another activity between the speech therapy and the occupational therapy when they're young, swimming was just a summer activity we did. She was good at it. So now, as they get older, special needs kids don't always have that much to do on the weekend. So this again fills that void.
The volunteer, the athletes have been so fantastic. They've really been just an incredible source of friendship for Carson. I was just thinking earlier, I wish I had filmed Carson when he first started versus now. There's definitely some things that I've noticed with him. He was not always willing to cooperate or listen to the coaches in their specific instructions, like put your face in the water, things like that. But now I've seen him come a long way, and I think that's good for him.
We're going to set up a parallel program and target even younger kids. This is kind of a peer-to-peer interaction of mostly high school age kids. And now that we've got some legs underneath us, we're going to target a parallel program that's going to go after elementary aged kids.
What I want to do is basically make this a worldwide thing, bring awareness to kids with special needs, disabilities. And I think it'd be great to have many programs like this, because you have so many universities with D1 water polo, like Stanford, for example, right? If you have programs like that and just bringing awareness, you have a great community, and so that's what I want to do with it. If you want to go out there and have fun, this is the program for you.
1, 2, 3, Stingray!